Student, I am Neeraj sir. Here we go with the 7th volume, chapter Joint Venture. Well, consider question number 17. Chitra and Lekha entered into a joint venture, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. That is a profit sharing ratio. They opened a joint bank account by depositing 80,000 each. 80,000 each and that implies Chitra is getting 80,000 as well as Lekha also is getting 80,000. Chitra purchased 800 kgs of A grade tea at rupees 120 per kg and her expenses were 26,000. Lekha purchased 400 kgs of B grade tea at rupees 110 per kg and her expenses were 22,000. So, idu ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ her expenses ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅದು ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇದು ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅದು ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು then Chitra sold 600 kgs of A grade tea at rupees 200 per kg and her selling expenses were 11,000. Lekha sold 300 kgs of B grade tea at rupees 220 per kg and her selling expenses were 6,000. ಇದನ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ selling expenses ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. All the sale proceeds were deposited into joint bank. Purchase were met from the joint bank but all other expenses were met personally by the co-venturers. So this is very clear. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ದೆರಡು ಸಿ ಚಿತ್ರ ಇಸ್ expending 26,000 along with that her sale expenses you can find her sale expenses are 11,000. So these together you have to write against Chitra's account only. Similarly, Lekha is expending 22,000 with respect to the purchases and she is spending 6,000 with respect to the sales. Together these two should be taken only against whose name? Lekha's name, because very clearly you are given here only purchases are made out of the joint bank, all other expenses are being met out of the personal amount of each and every co-venturer. Therefore, you should have to take it separately and not to be merged under the head joint bank account. Okay. Had he not given this particular sentence, then you would have taken all this expenditure only against the joint bank account itself. Write up joint venture account, co-ventures account and the joint bank account, assuming that the stock with the respective ventures was purchased by them at cost plus expenses thereon. Noting the stock with the respective ventures. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಅನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ 2-3 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಒನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಓಕೆ ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ joint bank account first. Joint venture account you can go for. Then we should go for a joint co-ventures account and joint bank account. Okay. So start with the purchases given there to joint bank account. Tea purchased. Only the tea purchased you can take 800 kgs into 120. That is being purchased by whom? Chitra. So 800 kgs into 120, that gives you 96,000. Similarly, Lekha has purchased 400 kgs of B grade tea at 110 rupees per kg. So that total, take to sales you can enter. Chitra sold 600 kgs of A grade tea at 200 per kg. So right there, A grade tea 600 kg into 200 per kg, 1,20,000. Similarly, Lekha has sold 300 kgs at rupees 220 per kg. that you can take on credit side. So together it is 1,86,000. Okay. Now you can understand A grade tea is being purchased by whom? Chitra. But she is selling at only 600 kgs. So remaining 200 kgs are left out with her. Similarly, B grade tea is being purchased by Lekha. 400 kgs are purchased. But sold are only 300 kgs. So still more 100 kgs are left out with her. Now they are taken over by respective co-venturers at this value. So how to adjust that? We'll learn about that later as a working note. Next you can go for the entries of expenses. Write on debit side to Chitra's account. It's expenses paid, both purchase expenses and selling expenses. So you can find purchase expenses being met by Chitra 26,000. But the selling expenses are 11,000. So together you can take outer column 37,000. Similarly, Lekha has spent expenses 22,000 and selling expenses of 6,000. Together 28,000 outer column. Okay. Now we need to take up unsold stock. Write Chitra's account, the unsold tea taken over as per the working note. That we should do. This is what I said. Here you can find 800 kgs, 600 kgs. So remaining 200 kgs are taken over by Chitra. And similarly, Lekha has taken over. Out of 400 kgs, 300 kgs are sold. So remaining 100 kgs are taken over by her. Okay. And we shall work out on that how to calculate. So let us go for a working note here, how to calculate about the unsold stock. So we are coming to this working note, that is working note 1 regarding Chitra's account, that is unsold tea taken over by her. You can notice here 800 minus 600. So remaining ಇದು 800 ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 600 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 600 kgs ನ. ಇನ್ನು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ more 200 kgs are left out. So that is the total kgs or number of kgs which are being taken over by Chitra. And how to value for that? That we shall see. 200 kgs of A grade tea. So 200 into 120 ಇದು purchase price 24,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 120 rupees ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ per kg. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ 200 kgs ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಆ 200 kgs into 120 per kg. So that gives you 24,000. ಅದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ದಿರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. What is that? Assuming that the stock with the respective ventures was purchased by them at cost. This is the cost. ಎಷ್ಟದು 120. Along with that plus ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 120 ಬಂದು ಪರ್ ಕೆಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಪರ್ ಕೆಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಬಂದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅವಾಗ, ದಿಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 800 kgs, then multiply by 200 kgs to get the proportionate expenses. This is what I said. So 26,000 is the total expenditure, purchase expenditure for 800 kgs. ಈಗ ಬರೀ 200 kgs ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಈ 200 kgs ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Only for this 200 kgs which is remaining. For that the proportionate expenses is 6,500. So simple. ಈ 26,000 rupees ಏನಿದೆ that is meant for 800 kgs. If you divide this by 800 kgs, you will get per kg. Then you multiply for 200 kgs, you are getting 6,500. That is a proportionate expenses. Now take that total. That is a total value of unsold tea taken over by Chitra. Now you may get a doubt. Sir, why we should not add this 11,000 selling expenses here? So simple, because the 11,000 if you add, that is the selling expenses, not the actual expenses for the purchase and cost of this particular 200 kgs. ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಬರೀ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕೆನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ, ಅದು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ, ಬರೀ 600 kgs ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 800 kgs. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು 11,000 ತಗೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಟೇಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ the actual purchase expenses only. This is very important. You should have to take this purchase expenses. Can you find this? Very very important. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡಿದೆ, ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು? ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್, ಏನದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್? ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಇವೆರಡು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಅವೆರಡನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಆ ತರದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ 6,500 proportion. Similarly, you have to calculate for a lake agg. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಲೇಕ್ ಆಗು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 100 kgs ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್, 100 kgs into 110 rupees, ಅದು 11,000 rupees ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹರ್ with respect to the purchases, it is 22,000. So 22,000 by 400 kgs into 100 kgs. Right? So you are getting 5,500. Take that total 16,500. Now this is the expense, I mean to say the cost of the unsold tea taken over by lake. So ಈಗ ಈ ಎರಡು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತವೆ, 16,500 over 30,500. This you can write here. Then you take the totals. So this totals you are getting 2,33,000, and the difference you are getting, that is the amount of profits. ಈಗ debit side difference ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು profits. You can transfer this to the co-ventures account. Okay, distribute in the ratio 3:2. That is the profit sharing ratio. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So pause down. You can write. I hope this is understood. This is the highlight term. How it is being calculated, that you should have to understand. The highlight. You can feel that. Good. So you can take this working note also. Next, you can take the co-ventures account that you are aware already how to prepare. Okay, this should be the first entry. Credit side by joint bank account. Whatever the capital contributed, each co-venture is contributing 80,000. So take 80,000. This is expenses paid by each co-venture, 37,28,000. That is being taken on credit side. Along with that, whatever the profits been, that also you can transfer on credit side, 16,800 and 11,200 being taken on credit side. And this is the value of the stock taken over. Already we have calculated here the same 30,500 and 16,500 that you can take on the debit side, but write it as to joint venture account. And the final balance is being paid, that you take it as a joint bank account. Next, you can go for joint bank account. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ, ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ 1,86,000. ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Joint bank 1,86,000. ಅದು joint venture account. Again here there is a joint bank on credit side. Each co-venture whatever the capital contributed. So to Chitra's account, Lekha's account. These 10. Now come to again debit side here. Joint bank is there. This account of joint venture 1,40,000 you can take on credit side by joint venture account, and here you can find the final balance is paid. These two are taken on credit side by Chitra's account, Lekha's account. Pause. Write them. Well, similar is the 18th question. It was given for 14 marks. Das and Boss entered into a joint venture sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. Profit sharing ratio is given. They opened a joint bank account by depositing 40,000 each. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು 40,000 previous year 80 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಈಗ 40,000 each ಅಂತ. Das purchased 800 kgs of an item at 60 per kg. So 800 into 60 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ debit side purchase expenses. And his expenses were 13,000. Boss purchased a second item of 10,000 kgs at rupees 2.10, that is 2 rupees 10 paise per kg, and his expenses were 11,000. Just similar to the previous problem. Expenses were met from the private sources and purchases were paid from the bank account. Expenses were met from the private sources. You can understand. Andre, all the expenses were being paid out of the personal amounts of the co-venturers. Hagagi, like how we have taken on debit side here, separately you take each and every co-ventures account. Chitra's account, Lekha's account. Hagine, illu ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು Das account, Boss account ಅಂತ separate ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Then Boss sold 600 kg. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ 800 kg ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು, ಬಟ್ ಅವನು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 600. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 200 kg are left out there. Of the first item at rupees 100 per kg, and his selling expenses were 5,500. separate ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ debit side ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Das sold 8,000 kg. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು 10,000 kg, ಆದ್ರೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 8,000 kg. ಸೊ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 2,000 ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅದು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. And it is being sold at 5 rupees per kg, and the selling expenses were 6,000. All the sale proceeds were deposited into the joint bank. Write up the necessary ledger accounts in the books of a joint venture. Now the concern is regarding the closing stock. Ee problem alli clear ag kotta enant kotta, the closing stock with the respective ventures were taken over by them, were being purchased by them itself anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಈ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ is refer to the notes part now. Well, you can see soon after this format, joint venture format ಇದೆ, starting pages ನೋಡಿ. Soon after the joint venture account, please refer to the material what I have given you. See in the material you can find after this point number C, evaluation and treatment of closing stock anta ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Now this is the case. If the venture is closed but some stock is left out without sold. Iga there are some stock which is left out without sold. In this case it may be taken over by the co-venturers at the agreed value. Agreed value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. By chance agreed value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು actual cost ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ if agreed value is given, each and everyone has taken over at this particular rate. ಅದು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ. ಆ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅವರ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಂಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದಿಲ್ವೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ who has taken over that particular stock, if it is not mentioned, then it is clearly given. It may be noted here that if no co-venture is willing to take the stock left, then it should be distributed to all the co-ventures in their profit sharing ratio. So it is clear here now, whatever the pending stock left out, it should be distributed in their profit sharing ratio. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್, ಸೇ in this problem which were example, ಈಗ ಇದಿತ್ತು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಈಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಟೋಟಲ್, ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ 30,500 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 16,500 ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಎರಡು ಸೇರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್, ಅಗ್ರೀಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನೋಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿನೇ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೋಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ 200 kgs ಆಯ್ತಾ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಹೋಮ್ ದಾಸ್. ಯಾಕೆಂತಾರೆ 800 kgs ಅವ್ನು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಬರೀ 600 kgs. ಇನ್ನು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 200 kgs ಆರ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ 200 kgs multiply at the cost, you are getting that is the purchase value. and proportionate expenses add ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 13,000 by 800 into 200. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2,000 ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಟು 2.1 4,200 rupees ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 2,200 ಸೊ 6,400. ಇವಾಗ ಇವೆರಡು ಸೇರಿಸಿ 15 to 50 plus 6,400 together gives you 21,650. ಈ 21,650 ನ distribute in the ratio 3:2 among the co-venturers. Like how you distribute the profits, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಅನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ನ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಡೌನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್. Attention is gauge of so by this we'll be concluding the first method, and in my next volume we shall go for a second method. Thank you.